Man, you can't trust nothing. You can't even trust me. But listen, just make it make sense. At the end of the day, J.P. Morgan had to pay over 40 million or $40 billion. Why? Because of practices and stuff like that. This, that, and third. Arrest the people who came up with that BS. Don't take from the bank out and put my money in. Like, there's a bunch of people who put their money in Chase, right? And then out of nowhere, these people, you know who these people are, bro. Now all of a sudden they suing Chase. It's a setup, bro. It's a filthy low downs. They robbing us. They stealing from how you have $40 billion and what? No, no. Y'all didn't even make the president pay $40 billion when he sat up there and let them people run up in the White House. Like, y'all full of BS, bro. Y'all full of yeah. There's capitalism. There's real life monopolies going on out here by the monopoly people. And y'all sitting over here acting like y'all don't know what's going on. Like, y'all sitting up here worried about the wrong issue. That's why they pay all them black kids to kill each other. Y'all don't know how they did it. They planted a seed and they watched it grow. One little seed grew. You know what that seed was? Rap itself. Violence against black on black crime. It was like, of course they was out there gangster. They was like, ooh, West Side, they killing the hell out of each other. Let's make this worldwide. Good job. Mission complete. Real talk. Like, I know a lot of y'all want to talk like, hey, this boy talking like he conscious. He don't know what he talking about. He ain't in the hood. Well, who ain't from the hood? Who ain't see brains and scattered in front of them? Like, who ain't see bullets pass them? Like, they passed me. Like, they almost hit. I almost died. I didn't want to die. Like, not like not knowing why I was shot and who shot me. Because it was for somebody else. Why? Because they trying to prove something. They can't prove they can get a job. They can't prove that they really smart. You know what I mean? They could prove that they could copy what somebody else tell them to survive. Like, I'm smart. I know how to cook Coke. Well, if I had the recipe right in front of me, eventually I would have it down pat too. Like, y'all act like y'all really smart when y'all taught how to do something, the 1, 2, 3 step style, like, and risk your life doing it. Doesn't make you smart. You being smart is never getting caught. You being smart is never needing a lawyer. So don't tell me what smart is, because I never needed a lawyer. And I don't spend too much time in jail. And charges get dropped, and I get to step in. Realize, recognize, real ish. Like, yo, y'all just dumb. Like I just don't get it. Like, I'm sitting over here. I said J.P. Morgan. I'm actually a Chase customer. Not anymore. Like, ain't it $40 billion? Billion? Like, yo, y'all gotta be kidding me. The only banks that we have in our community are the same banks that's being sued. You get it? Every bank that's in these black mixed neighborhoods is being robbed by the government. They allowing, like, how are they getting sued? Sued for what practices? $40 billion for practices? I ain't telling nobody to wake up. We're under attack. They are robbing us. They're putting everybody on child support, but letting people from other countries come here and get food, money, all of this. I don't care about nobody south of the border. No disrespect, bro. But if you ain't coming up here to work, you shouldn't be here. Why would you sit up here and take from us? You're gonna turn us into a third world country. It's coming. It's eventually gonna come. And you know who's gonna be safe? Not none of these judges. They stupid. They think you don't have enough judge money. Think about it. Everybody who's not making millions of dollars, right? No, even the millionaires. All the millionaires are going to suffer too. Guaranteed, 100%. I know this for a fact. They're going to suffer. You want to know why? Because they're going to have to take each other out to become a billionaire, like the billionaires who's going to be running. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. They can easily invest and then not invest. You understand? Like, these people can easily just take their money away. So they like slaves. The judges, all of them, they slaves. They can't do nothing. They sitting over there like, oh, well, if I want somebody to go to jail, they go to jail. And if I don't, they don't. I'm like, well, in jail, if they want to make something they're not supposed to be making, they gonna make it. If they don't, they don't. Like, people do illegal stuff all the time. Just because you're a judge don't make you better. Just means that you're worse, actually. Like, you have the responsibility to do better and you do worse. Like, how would you like a father taking care of his child and abusing their child, right? And instead of just taking care of their child, but they do it because they know they can get away with it. You get it? Like, that's what happens, bro. Like, that's all you are. You like the worst father in the world. Like, you have responsibilities and you don't take care of them because you're white or you're Latino or you don't want people to think you take enough of black people. You know what I mean? But you sit up there and put child support, high stakes on men who can't afford it just because you're mad because your father wasn't there or your grandfather wasn't there or your boyfriend cheating on you or your husband cheating on you or you can't even find a man because you so fat and ugly and stink you gotta go out and buy some penis. Like, I'm not even playing. Like, these females are hurt and they keep getting hurt because they grow up with females that's hurt, and all them females that hurt do is teach their kids how to be hurt. Like, that's all they do. Like, I don't care what nobody else say. That's all they dumb. And they got Trump talking about, oh, World War III. I'm like, is it AI? Is it AI? World War III. Is it AI? It's a distraction. Everything's a daggone distraction to keep you from realizing, bruh, we are being enslaved, bruh. They contaminating our food, our air, and our water, and they trying to put chips in our bodies. They are trying to enslave the entire human race, and people are worried about race. It's just us, stupid. I'm not white. I don't have black curly hair. Okay. I mean, how dull would the world look if there was only dandelions? Like, look at that dandelion. Look at that dandelion. Oh, look at that dandelion. Corny. Like, that's why you know Caucasians ain't got no flavor. They just plain, because all they do is copy off of everybody else. That's all they do. I know it is. They copy everybody's style and they try to make it their own. That's all they do. Why I say that, not being disrespectful or racist, is because how in the freak could you be racist in the first place? It's too stupid. It doesn't make any sense. He's black. Okay. But you want everybody to be white? You want the whole field to be full with dandelions? Like, yo, y'all so stupid. Like, yo, this dandelion is a shade darker, and this dandelion is a shade brighter. Just beautiful, just field full of dandelions. And here the roses on the side, the orchids. Everybody like, yo, we can't exist because of these corny ass dandelions that don't want nothing else to exist but them. Y'all so stupid. Like, it's so deep rooted into your retarded that it's your retarded born. Like, that's just what it is. There's no other way to look at it. And black people just the same. Like, oh, I'm blood. I'm gonna just walk around hating Crips. Unless there's like 5 more Crips than me, then I'm gonna act like I'm a gangster, but I'm gonna be scared to death that somebody's gonna blow my brains out. Like, it's just real crazy. But a lot of them is changing. And as we're changing, they're trying to find other ways to destroy us. They don't want none of us to, like, they don't want y'all to become conscious. They can't do nothing to me. Like, I'm just not that stupid. Like, I'm sitting over there just looking at everything like, okay. These females seem to realize, to think in their head that it's his fault for not wearing the condom. I'm like, it's not your fault for leaving your legs open. They like, well, you should have pulled out. Well, you should have kept your legs closed. Like, or you should have had, you know what I mean, birth control. You know how many people would be alive if they had birth control for men? Like, literally, you just take the pill and still get the, you know, the sexual pleasures of getting, you know, raw. There'd be nobody here. They would never have made STDs. They'd have a cure for each one right now. Guaranteed, right now, they have a cure for all of them. Because you fail to realize, they don't have that black self-destructive mess in other neighborhoods. They just have it circling the black community. So everything you watch black, it's like we are stabbing each other in the back. We're always oppressed. This bad news, that bad news. Seems like we can't escape. Seems like this is all we can do. This is all we can be. Sounds like you're enslaved in the mind. Mental slavery. I don't believe in none of that. I believe that if anybody under the sun tries me, they head could get blown off. I don't care who you are. You could be the judge, the police officer. You could be anything. Like, you could be jihad. You could be who. I don't care. Respect me or die. It's that simple. Like, that's how I be looking at stuff, man. I be just tired of people just like, it don't matter. But at the end of the day, the only problem seems to be the plain one. Plain and simple. Like, that's the only problem. It started from the plain problem. This oppression, this slavery, this BS, that. Like, we have the right to do that because we have the power, and they're right. If you allow somebody to punch you in the face and get away with it, then it's definitely 100% your fault. Especially when you got hands. Defend yourself. Stop being afraid to fight because you're afraid to die. You're gonna die anyway. Might as well decide how you go out. Are you gonna go out weak or gonna go out strong? Somebody's gonna kill him. Guarantee. Somebody's gonna kill him. Just keep showing people, like, don't be afraid. You gotta stop. Like, that's why all these kids out here killing each other. They taught them how to not be afraid to kill each other. That's why they die. That's why them kids out there dying like that. Because they're taught that by radio, TV, rap itself, songs itself. They sing about killing people now. That is crazy. Only a black person would come. A black person and a cowboy. Like, them cowboys who that sing that country music and have like 50 dead people in one album. Like, I don't care. Like, they about that life, but it's like everybody's missing a point. Like, nobody's saying don't protect your hood or your family. We're saying stop trying to make it seem like everybody has to do it. Like, everybody don't have the same problem as you, homie. Everybody don't have this problem. I have that problem. Like, I don't have a problem with old block or any of the number blocks or any block for that matter. Like, I don't have a problem with no one. You understand? Know who your enemy is. Stop making your problems everybody else's problems. Like, that's all y'all know how to do. Like, every time I grow, like, my whole life growing up, I'm just watching these females complain and cry about their misfortune with men. But even as a child, you was looking at them like, why are you even messing with him? Like, if I can see this don't make sense, Why are you forcing it? You know what I mean? And you just sit up there and look. Yo, you know how many times I looked up at my mother like, he done punched you in your face. Why are we still here? You forgave him? Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with forgiving a person. But don't put yourself in a position to let it happen again. He didn't care when he punched you the first time. Why are we here? There's a man out there for you who will never put his hands on you. Why can't we go find him? Like, it's just like, yo, I can't stand them. They so stupid. Like, I don't want. I hate females. Deep down, I hate them because of the stupid. Like, yo, you can't be serious. Like, oh, why is all these men like that? Why they got kids? I ain't never thinking like me, the person that people feel some type of way about the most. I got 14 kids. I'm confused. I'm confused. Like, I care about a person. They get pregnant, then they come very sensitive. Like, oh, I don't really want him. Why? Because this female got something to say about me. This female got something to say about me. They introduce him to somebody who they think is better than me, who don't do nothing for them. Then they come back looking for me. Then I say, no, I don't want to do nothing with you. Then I'm on child support. That's my whole life. That's my whole entire life. It's like, F him. F him. Yeah, F your baby father. What did he do? He didn't cheat on her. He did his best to take care of the household. The only thing he didn't do was kiss her ass. I put that on everything I love. Nobody sits up there and asks my baby mothers, why are we not together? Or why they even had these kids. It was all out of spite. And all because they're stupid. And because, like, that's just what females do. Like, they push the stuff that makes sense away just so the stuff that don't make no sense can come in their life because they only know the BS. Why? Because there's a mother out there right now bumming down in her child head how messed up men are. Not how messed up females are. Because there's a lot of females that know that that's your man that's trying to get with them. There's a lot of females that are related to females in having kids or attempting to have children by their man. There's a whole bunch of females out there lying about who that child's real father is. What? Who is doing the biggest damage? The man that can only get poom poom if she opens her legs, or the person that knows that whenever she open her legs, she can get some penis. Who should be more responsible? Because I wouldn't have a single child right now if a female decided not to give me no poom poom. Not one, because I didn't rape nobody. All a female have to do is say, who wants some poom poom? Because we're bred, like we've been this way since we were little. We were bred to try to impress her, okay, to get some poom poom. We have to impress them. We had to do dances. We had to show strength. We had to do that. Lions do it all the time. All the animals, even the peacock, got to show the brightest feathers and everything in the world. So you mean to tell me y'all dumb to the point where y'all don't realize that y'all control this? I need a soldier. I need a roughneck. You know what I mean? They all want these people who are intimidated. Where the people who are intimidated get it from? They got it from the masters, the slave masters. They said, well, this slave master talked to these niggas like this. I'ma talk to these niggas like this. And everybody adopted it like this is our tough. This ain't our tough. Disrespect was never our tough. Respect was our tough. Betrayal was never our tough. That's the Caucasians' tough. They've been stabbing each other in the back since day one. You understand? If a person, always remember this, if you chilling with a person, right? Whatever person you chilling with, if they can't stand next to you or sit next to you, no matter who you're around, you can't trust them. You understand? You can't trust them. And the sad part Sometimes you can't even trust the person that you stand next to. You want to know why? Because they're messed up in the head. So how do you fix this problem where everybody is not on a negative note? Just use your instincts. Trust your instincts. Don't trust the instincts that was given to you. Trust the instincts that is up here. What makes sense to you? You know them and you know self. At the end of the day, you may not turn on me now, but because I know me and I know you, I'm going to keep our relationship based on this. You understand? You got to do it. Or you don't. You know what I mean? To be honest, that's almost as if I'm contradicting myself. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to. At the end of the day, we're not Caucasians. We're not Caucasian minded. Like we're just in a Caucasian society trying to survive by doing the very opposite of what we should be doing. They're exploiting us. They're not talking about how many people are being raped in Ukraine, Africa, by the Caucasians. They're not talking about the possible, you know what I mean, diseases that they coming up with, these nuclear bombs, the North Koreans, like who, like you don't think this is gonna come to a head one day? That's why they poisoning everything. They know in the future it's all gonna equal out to the people at the bottom taking over the top. That's what is gonna happen. They trying to prevent it by all means, and it's nothing they can do about it. At the end of the day, everybody at the top is going to die. Their kids gonna die. That's the messed up part. That's why they trying to poison the water. They trying to poison the food. They trying to do this. They trying to do that. But they fail to realize when people realize what they're doing, they're gonna realize who they were doing it to. And when they realize who they were doing it to and what they was doing it for, those people at the top gonna die. If you like, all they're gonna say is to everybody who knows somebody who's at the top, who is doing this, let us know they gotta go. And it's that simple. It's gonna be the majority against the minority for real. And the minority is gonna lose. They're gonna wipe them out. Don't think that just think about it. They can take out all the black people. It's still gonna happen because the black people ain't the problem. It's all the people at the bottom of the pyramid, the foundation. Because none of this would exist without the people who walk the streets and work every single day. None of this. The people, the average working man makes everything work because they do the jobs nobody else do. They actually sat there and in their retarded mind states thought that they can turn everything into AI. Mechanical machines run everything. Guess what happens? If it's simple. It's simple. Because everything they do is gonna fail. Like, bro, you can't have machines working. Because if the people don't work, the people don't get money to circulate currency to make it make sense. Just think about it. If everything you needed done was run by machines, what would you be here for? How would you be able to pay for anything? You'd just be controlled by the machines. Bro, listen. Just think about it. Like, if the machines flew the planes, right? Nobody would know how to fly. Nobody could be a pilot. If machines was driving the buses and the cars, nobody would know how to drive. That would mean we would progressively become dumber. You know what I mean? Everything would be technical, but mechanical. But we would lose physical strength as human beings. We wouldn't have instincts. We would lose our connection to God. They're taking the connection that we have with God away, which is our natural born instincts. And they think it's the devil's work. No, it's man's work. We all, like, just think about it, 2.5. When you in an airplane, right, and you look out the window, do you see anybody when you're miles high in the sky? Like, from the ground, you can see the plane. From the ground, you can see the plane. And if there was a person standing on a plane, we probably would see him. We probably most likely not. But you can't see nobody from that plane. I don't care. The only way you can do it is if you have on some bifocals, whatever they call them. So I forgot what they call it, man. Whatever those are. You know, the things that help you see far, like binoculars. Thank you. Like the names you just told me, but binoculars, boy. Okay, thank you. You know what I mean? Like real talk. Like I mean it. Like yo, just sitting over there, like what? Like, but you can't see nobody. That's how insignificant you people really are. They just don't know it. Like we're just like the cells in our body. But at the same time, if our cells turn against us, the body dies, right? But imagine it's not doing anything to the body. It's just doing everything to the life. Because at the end of the day, I could die right now. My body's still going to be here. Just everything that was living in me will be gone. Now, unlike humans, the earth don't have that problem. We all can die right now, and millions of years later, something else will be here. Like as if we never mattered. Just history. So when a Caucasian or anybody else who doesn't make any sense come to me with the flim flam and the BS, I just laugh in the side of my head. Like y'all just wasting time and messing everything up, thinking that y'all doing something. Y'all not doing nothing but just looking stupid, because at the end of the day, none of this that they doing is making sense. Bill Gates, all of them, like, why are you buying up all the farms so you can put stuff in there so you can kill people? All they have to do to control the population is tell women that they're responsible. Stop giving them child support. Make them suffer. Don't let them give up their kids. Make them suffer. I bet you they stop having kids. I bet you everybody be on birth control. Everybody. Everybody's gonna be on birth control. Birth control will boom. This is how you control the stock market. Soon as they say no more abortions, invest in Plan B and birth control. Billion. You know what? I'm gonna do it because that's what they're doing. That's you don't see it. Like they control the levees. You know what levees is? Dams. They control the flow. By we're gonna put a dam here. Stop this flow from here. When everybody moves their cup from over here, we're gonna put a whole bunch of pools over here. So when the water come back, we release the levee, we get all the water. Like it's like that's the only way I can explain it, because when I look at it, that's all they doing, and the reason why y'all can't see it is because y'all are too complicated to realize it. Like it's so simple, a complicated person can't see it. That's the problem. He should have pulled out. He should have wore a condom. Well, I don't get that much respect if you don't feel it. Like it gets dry, it gets corny. You gotta do all this wanting, and I don't really want it like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, being honest, man. Like, it's just crazy. I look crazy. Yo, peace out, man. Real talk. Just use your head. Think about 2.5. What's really going on?